And you left us with yourself smuggled in a van crossing the Canadian border.
Yeah.
Please finish.
Okay. So these were these two guys. I don't know if I worked with them before this or after this. I think I worked with them twice. This might have been the first trip. I can't remember. But the deal was we were going into Toronto.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can't remember if I flew into Buffalo or if we just drove the whole way. I don't recall because, again, this is 20 years ago or so. But I remember I was in this van, okay, and the promotion was I was going to a strip club.
Oh.
Yes, in Toronto.
Very nice.
And they had made up not even flyers. They were beautiful. They were in color, glossy, little I don't know how big they were, but it made me look like I was a dancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Personality. It was like, it wasn't even my boobs. I was like 34 triple D, Francine, blah, blah, blah. She will be, I don't know if it said the main stage, blah. And it said all this stuff. And then it put over the strip club, right?
Right.
So we had these flyers. I was in gimmick because we were headed towards the place. So I look like a right.
So you're in the van looking like
I'm in the van looking like there's a girl that was with me that was dressed like really slutty. She was a girlfriend of one of the guys. I don't know. So there was like the four of us, right?
Okay.
We're going to cross the border. We're at the thing, and the guy looks in the van and he goes, pull over. Right? So I start taking a shit because I don't have visa to work here.
Right.
So, no, I'm sorry. Before he goes, where are you going? And we were like, oh, I go, oh, I'm just going to the casino because there was a casino right across on the falls side.
Right.
And I was like, we're just going to the casino, right? So then he goes, pull over. So I'm like, oh, we're dead, right? They ransacked the van.
Oh, wow.
Ransacked it. They found the flyers, the papers, right? That was when cassettes were a thing. They pulled the tape out of all the they ruined everything.
What?
Pulled all the tape out of oh yeah. I mean they destroyed this kid's inside of his van. They put me by myself in a room.
Okay.
And they go, what is this? And they throw the flyer at me. And like sometimes I'm pretty good on my feet, like, you know. And I said I'm a wrestler. Yeah, right. I go, and you couldn't Google me back then because we didn't have.
There was no Google.
You know, I said, do you have a computer? Can you go online? Can you look up ECW? Can you look up my name? And the guy was just there was a guy, and then there was this woman that walked, and she was no bigger than 4'9". She was this little turd, and she had an accent, and
French.
She must have been French Canadian, I guess.
Oh, oui. Okay.
Where are you going? And I said, I am going to this. Apparently, I'm going to a strip club. I said, but I'm not getting paid for it. I said, I'm doing the guy a favor, and she's like, I don't believe you. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. I said, I am not getting compensated for this appearance. I said, I'm stopping in, signing autographs, and we're going to the casino. I said, that's what we're doing. I said, so I don't know what to tell you. I was there for 40 minutes. And when they tell you that there's a light, there was a friggin' light.
Oh, jeez.
As I sat in this chair.
Oh,
and
my God.
I'm saying to myself, okay, am I going to a jail? Like, because this never happened to me before. Like, you know, I never needed papers when I went to Canada,
right,
or Japan. Well, Japan, we said we were there for a wedding. I don't know what I said in Canada. I don't remember how we worked. I'm sure it was something crooked, but I don't remember.
So Paulie came up with some scheme.
Who knows? When we got there, we worked. We came home. It was safe. This time, I was literally like being like, confronted for being a stripper.
Oh my God.
Like, you need to pay taxes because you're a dancer. I said, I have never danced a day in my life. I said, please go look me up. So I don't know what happened, but I think somebody went to a computer and they saw who I was. And then they were like, you can get in the car. And I was just like, okay, then. So I get up. I'm like sweating now. I'm like profusely sweating. And I get in the car and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because I was so mad at them for not taking care of this, you know? And the guy was like, he ruined my van. And I mean, it was a mess. So I get to this strip club and who walks in but that little lady? She followed us.
Oh my
Us to the
God.
strip club. And I see her. She sits in the back and she's sitting there like this. So I said to the guy, look, I can't touch any money.
Yeah.
You can't take any money. I'm going to get arrested. You're going to get me in trouble. The next thing you hear is, welcome to the main stage, Francine, because they wanted me to throw. I'm not going up there. It was such a shit show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like they had to like be shady and go get the money like in a back room. It was ridiculous. And she watched me for like, it seemed like the whole night. But I could not touch any money and I could not go near the stage.
Right.
And the girls were like trying to get me up there. I'm like, oh no, I'm good, fine. Leave me alone. It was a mess.
Wow. So were these the Royal Canadian Mounties that were doing this?
I don't know.
Were they dressed with their red? Were they in their red jackets and hats? No?
I don't believe so.
They were just plain clothes.
Patrol.
Oh, like border enforcement.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, do we think the little chick wanted to go check out the strip club?
I just think she was a bitch, and I could not believe that she followed us to this place.
Right.
I could not. I said, "Oh my God!" And everybody was just like, "That's the bitch from the border." I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "She was screaming at me in the room with the lights shining on my face." It was like a movie.
You should have got them to bring her up.
They were interrogating me.
Okay, so was there at any point where you felt like, all right, I'm going to jail? Like I don't know. You felt you no doubt felt I'm going to jail.
And I kept healing the two dudes. I'm like, look, I don't know what this is about. I said, but you should have taken care of this.
Wow.
Like you put me in jeopardy. You know what I
Holy
mean? Like
crap.
I thought everything was, because I didn't really know what it was entailed. Like, do I have to fill out paperwork? Like, what do you need to do?
Right.
When you do these signings, it's cash.
Yeah.
Nothing gets. I mean, newsflash: half the guys don't even report. Everything's like cash.
Oh, I didn't hear that. What?
But this time it was just like, well, you need to fill out paperwork because you're an exotic dancer. I was like, brother, calm down. I don't dance. And then the lady came in. You're a dancer. I'm like, no, I'm
Did
not.
you do your Elaine moves to show that you're not a dancer?
No, I didn't do any moves. The move
Wow.
was in my pants. I was just like, I'm going to jail. I'm going to Canadian jail. And I'm like, but my last name is Fournier. Does that help? I am French Canadian as well. They didn't want to hear it. No, they didn't care.
Oh, oui.
No, get out.
I just did oui in my pantalones.
Oh my God. But did they have to destroy the kid's van?
That was probably just the pop they gave themselves.
It was everywhere.
Wow.
And like the cassette tapes, all the gimmick was pulled out.
Why would they do that? Contraband hidden in the cassettes?
I don't know. Or were we drug lords from the U.S. to Canada?
Can you take it and tie it around your arm and, use it for paraphernalia?
Oh my God, look at all my tapes, my all my music, my
dude,
cassette.
my Megadeth tape is ruined.
It was bad. It was real. It left such a bad taste in my mouth. Like I was scared to do anything for a while. I was like, brother, this is just bad.
So when was the last time you went to Canada?
That was the last time I went to Canada. That was it.
When's the next time you're going to Canada?
I don't think anytime soon.
You sure about that?
I think I am. I mean, I remember going. I might have been there once, either prior or maybe after, because I actually did a show in Canada. Like there was a wrestling show that I did. It wasn't ECW; it was an indie. So I think I went to Canada 3 times. And I don't, but
and not with WWE, never.
No, I never left. I never left the country.
You didn't stay there that long to make it to Canada. I was only there
for 6 months.
You missed the Canadian loops on both sides. Yeah. You started after Canadian tour, more than likely, and you finished right before the next one.
Yeah, because when for WWE, we went to the Falls. but we were on the US side. We were like, I guess Buffalo.
Right.
We must have did a show there, but I don't think we performed in Canada. But
How was the Canadian strip club, if I may ask?
it was like a US strip club. It was the same shit, different day.
I guess that's Montreal they talk about, where the Montreal strip clubs are off the chain, as
I
the
don't.
kids say.
Listen. I don't frequent a lot of them, so I don't know any better. I was telling the guys, go take care of the girls. Like I was trying to get them tips because I'm like, and they're like, when are you gonna dance? I'm like, never. I said, well, but the girls were very nice to me, from what I recall. I just had a little table set up. I don't know why I was even there.
You don't look like Bret Hart.
No, they didn't even talk like that. Nobody had an accent.
You don't look like the Owen Hart.
No,
you are not the Rougeau brother.
Nope. It was scary.
I can't imagine. That's terrifying. Wow, what a story.